Greetings gamers and welcome back to Let's Play Pathologic. Let's play The Bachelor.
Daniel Dankovsky, a bachelor of medicine, has come here by the will of some evil coincidence. His whole life's work is about to become a failure. A letter written by his colleague reaches him at a time when he's being persecuted roughly by the authorities, who doubt the competence of his theory of the limits of human life. The letter states that some settlement is ruled by an extraordinary man, who is a living proof of the bachelor's hypothesis. Dankovsky is filled with hope. He sees an omen in this unexpected letter. Without spending a single day in idleness, he sets out on his journey. The bachelor arrives at the place at night. In search of a place to spend the night, he meets a girl by the name of Eve Jan, and stays at her house in order to wait for the dawn.
This can only end well. Cutscene. Creepy singing. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, sudden movements. Thanks, game. Oh, God. Welcome, Mr. Freeman. We were expecting you. Ah, no. I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure it'll make sense later on, but this is us, obviously. He looks like one of the leaders from Civilization 4. Okay, table, coffee mug, papers. What am I seeing? She needs some sleep, or she been punched in the eyes? Oh no, okay, hello, red eye. Consult a doctor. I am a doctor. That's probably why they've called me. So here's our hero, folks, the Bachelor. I shall call him Harry Potter. Or just Harry for short. There we go, back on Silent Hill, Harry Mason. Okay, hello. She looks normal compared to the other people in this place. Okay, loading. At ease, Mr. Military Man. Let's see, okay, another loading. Here we go. Mission. My mission so far is quite vague. The results of the examination of Simon Kane, who is a person of remarkable longevity, according to some sources, could overturn the basis of modern thanatology? What the hell is that? And the scientific views on death in general. However, even if this immortal dragon exists, it's a dragon? Oh, good lord. The fact of his existence on its own will not cancel the authorities' order to close our laboratory. I will need to find a way of getting into close contact with him. If Simon, a man of power, so he's a man or a dragon? I have no idea what's going on here. An authority should find my interest insulting, it will be hard to persuade him to write a new page in the history of the teaching of the laws of vital processes. See, day quests. None. Other tasks. None. So this is just the mission. There is just a mission, nothing else. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor will have to begin his fight with a truly undefeatable foe. That does not sound good. What we got here? We've got papers, mugs, books. It's supposed to be the human vein system, but why does it look like his head exploded? Okay, test tubes. Microscope. Okay, microscope. Nice. Can examine shit. What else we got? Got butterflies. Nice. Got immunity, hunger, exhaustion, infection. I'm guessing though, the hunger, exhaustion, infection are bad things. Immunity is a good thing. See, that's empty. Okay. I'm guessing it's empty. I have no idea what any of this shit means. We're going... Yeah, okay, we're going downstairs. Okay. First rule always check everything for loot. See, up. Clock there? Oh, it's getting on. Whoa! Person. Okay. Chill. It's the start. Nothing. Let's talk to her.
I felt that you would come.
Did these sounds from the outside awake you too? A terrible laugh that was, wasn't it? And something cracked so loudly. No, I didn't hear anything. It seems some strangers out there in the backyard. I don't think they have some wrongdoing on their minds, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to come out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. I'd like to thank you for your hospitality. Why do you think they don't have any evil on their minds? Oh god, okay. So few people live here, there are no crimes, especially here in the stone yard. Of course, there are up to some pranks sometimes, fight happens occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night, but they are all sort of friends. Now I hear some strange talk, that's no good noise. I'll go out and check, I need to hurry, I must see this father creator of yours. And you are prepared to exchange the company of a charming wind for that hotel old man, even though he is a sorcerer? That's so sad, but Simon won't disappear, you know. He always was and always will be, even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Please stay with me for a while. Oh yeah, she wants some. Look at her. Look at that smile. Simon is a sorcerer, have I understood you correctly? Is that the secret of his longevity? I couldn't even imagine the hospitality here, but who was waiting for me, because I didn't write to old Barak, sorry, telling him of my arrival. I don't even know what made me get up and rush for this place. Go with there's only the mission after all. I mean, that much of a hurry, come on, the Canes are asleep now. Take your clothes off, have a rest on my bed. Let me warm your hands, you're so anxious to see Simon, as though your life depended on it. My life, yes, when my laboratory is on the brink of doom, that my whole life's pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If this man really managed to live that long, then his rivals will have me defeat death. Seriously, you don't want to, like, yeah, even she's like, oh my god, Simon, you are dense. Death, so that's the enemy you chose for yourself, isn't it? Wow, we are basically gonna fight death, are we? I've seen worse. I mean, guess Simon Belmont fought death and lived. Fought him twice. Like, nobody has managed to defeat that evil yet. Millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions. My enemy is worse, it is death itself, no singular case of death. My enemy is inevitability, I'm challenging the forces of nature. So it's basically death or the forces of nature. I'm gonna go with death, it sounds more epic. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Perhaps death only seems inevitable for us. Maybe it is nothing more than a whim of will that has made this world what it is. Now that's a question, so where is it the key to my victory? Yeah. Show me where Simon... I'm assuming it's the same thing. It isn't far. The Cane live in the horns on the bridge square, but let me give you a piece of advice. Go on. Simon has two younger brothers. The elder of them, George, is called the Judge by the people. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak to Simon. The younger of them is Victor. His daughter, Maria. Well, his daughter, Maria, would also like to see you. That is probably important. What is she that knew about my arrival? Yes, she told me secretly. Communicating with her is easy. Maria is that kind of a person. She is quite impudent. That's just how the Canes are. It was Maria that told me that she will help you defeat death. That's just exactly what she said. Some coincidence, perhaps. Well, if she'll help me, you know, I'll go talk to her. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your turn. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle and put you on your guard. I'll have some advice that will help you if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. There is barely any possibility that I will stay here for long, Eve. After speaking to Simon, I will depart, no matter whether with him or without. I will come back. She, you know, she'll stay in her house. We're not gonna, like, look at Cathedral. 613. This is where Simon Cane lives, the man that walked this earth for too long. I hope he understands the nature of my request. All I need is a living proof of the impossible. That's George, that's Maria, that's Victor. So we have to go here, here, and then here. That's the cathedral, and that's the only places we know. Okay, what's this? Okay, what am I looking at here? What is this? Okay, that's symbol for map, obviously, and that's inventory, that's map. I'm going to assume, because otherwise I have no idea what the hell's going on. Polyhedron. What is this? Okay, let's ignore, move on, that's a bed. Can we leave now? Was that... Nice artwork. Looks like someone just, like, raided DeviantArt. There we go. I probably will cut out the loadings. I'm not liking this. What is... What? Okay, let's talk to the penguin's evil stepbrother. Stop, my friend. Listen, I have a few words to tell you about the circumstances of time and place. They are just technical information, but it has nothing to do with the matters at stake. But it is a tradition to tell the actor what to do when he comes onto the stage. Otherwise he'll fall off it. Who are you? One of the actors of a tragic pantomime. That has nothing to do with the matter either. You want to listen? Yeah, go on. Executor. I'm not liking the name. Executor. The time is passing. To freeze it or turn it back is impossible. Day comes after night and vice versa. It's how generally a day works, mate. While you are doing something in one place, something else is going on in another. Don't think that people will wait for you. Some event can be irrevocable miss. Yeah. Things can be missed. You need to regularly visit all the places that could be of interest to you. There you will meet people that will play a role in your fate. Distinguishing them from the ordinary citizens is easy. All the others are the extras, the background, the crowd. This has always been so. Yes, but you should avoid such extremities. The paradox can be made clear. You ought not to pay too much attention to the lives of these adherents, and you shouldn't be too disdainful of the lives of the masses. Both can lead to tragedy. Why is that? This world has such a thing as reputation, the most subtle and important instrument. The state of the world that surrounds you depends on your reputation. The world is a mirror, isn't it? A low reputation will get you into a lot of unnecessary trouble. For example, I say, you have your imagination, don't you? Everything will change, from the mystical things to just elementary things such as the people's opinion about you. A lot of important things will depend on this. Just as the number of enemies, prizes, bad dreams. Isn't that enough? Sorry picture you draw, and how do I maintain my reputation? Come on, stupid question, as you do everywhere. Don't kill, don't lie, don't betray, don't steal, don't covet, don't insult, not found, not a thief. Wow, these rules are the same everywhere. In a critical situation, some philanthropic deed will help, something done risking your life for the good of someone. Basically, be a good person. Really? Well, I don't understand a thing of what's going on here. However, that doesn't matter. In any case, we don't advise you to be too careful with human life. It was a life! Don't trust people too much. In fact, trust no one, not even me. One who trusts everyone is risking being cheated. Definitely, but one who trusts no one gets cheated twice. That I know from experience. Speaking of trust, where does Simon Kane live? I will be most thankful if you show me the right way. Yeah, let's ask that, because if he doesn't tell me, I know I can't trust him. Simon Kane doesn't live, he exists. He's like Chuck Norris. Rules creates, makes mistakes, and makes people happy by the sole fact that he exists. All this takes place in The Horns. Go left along this alley. When you reach the square of bridges, look right and you will see The Horns. Okay, let's look at, I don't know, don't ask. Tragedian. Most respectable bachelor, be so kind as to linger for a minute. Your dialogue with me won't take much time, especially because the time stops during dialogues. If it is important, of course, our dialogue is extremely important. It is connected with the rules of the game. And I just lost the game, folks. What game, man in a mask? I am no actor. I am no man. Who are you? Yeah, who the fuck is this guy again? A poor tragedian, a victim of circumstances just as you are. You are mistaken, I am the director of the circumstances. You look more like a comedian, I don't have time to talk to you. You look surprised. You're mistaken, go on. Of course, you are a living man. You need to eat, sleep and drink. You suffer from pain, wounds and diseases just like a living man. You need to rest to be able to continue properly. You can make mistakes. That proves my human nature very nicely, doesn't it? If I may, I will draw your attention to the importance of watching your state. If you get dizzy or it becomes hard for you to move, check it up. In critical situations, vital processes move faster than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress, but his diagnosis was starvation. Just things happen. I can testify that as a medic. He is a medic, I knew it. I would say physician, but there you go. Stop saying silly things, sir. Okay, yeah, sudden movements. Thanks, game. Oh, God. Welcome, Mr. Freeman. We were expecting you.
Eve Jan, and stays at her house in order to wait for the dawn.
This can only end well. Cutscene. Creepy singing. Okay. Okay.
His colleague reaches him at a time when he's being persecuted roughly by the authorities, who doubt the competence of his theory of the limits of human life. The letter states that some settlement is ruled by an extraordinary man, who is a living proof of the bachelor's hypothesis.
Greetings gamers and welcome back to Let's Play Pathologic. Let's play The Bachelor.
Daniel Dankovsky, a bachelor of medicine, has come here by the will of some evil coincidence. His whole life's work is about to become a failure. A letter written by Dankovsky is filled with hope. He sees an omen in this unexpected letter. Without spending a single day in idleness, he sets out on his journey. The bachelor arrives at the place at night. In search of a place to spend the night, he meets a girl by the name of Eve.